Hello everyone and welcome back to the Weekly Tech Minute. Let's get started. Neuroscience startups are pushing the boundaries of tech and medicine in order to help patients cure disease, regain mobility, optimize performance, and more. Over the last decade, the digital health sector has matured from basic tracking apps like Original Fitbit into highly regulated medical devices. And by 2024, the market is projected to grow to $64 billion. Startups like Synchron and BrainCo, for example, are working to help paralyzed patients regain movement. Synchron's device passes through cerebral blood vessels, allowing it to implant in the brain to give patients direct brain control of mobility-assistive devices. On the other hand, products like the Halo Sport, which the USA cycling team uses to train its athletes, stimulate the brain in order to enhance the efficiency of physical training by increasing plasticity in the brain prior to an activity. In the article we've shared below, you can find 21 early and mid-stage neurotech companies working across brain-machine interfaces, neuroprosthetics, neuromonitoring, and neurostimulatory devices. Next, after Google slowed spending and hiring last year in response to the pandemic, the company announced recently that it would create at least 10,000 new full-time jobs as part of a $7 billion investment into offices and data centers across the country. The spending commitment will help expand the company's workspace footprint in anticipation of a post-pandemic recovery in the US. Google shared its plans to add thousands of roles at existing sites in Atlanta, Washington, D.C., Chicago, and New York. And while this year's investment plan is mainly aimed at existing sites, Google is also planning to create 3 new office sites in Minnesota, Texas, and North Carolina, expanding its presence to 19 states. To learn more about Google's spending commitment, including more information about how the company plans to support affordable housing initiatives in the Bay Area as part of the $1 billion housing commitment in its home state of California, check out the Wall Street Journal article we've linked to below. Finally, Atlanta-based Pindrop, the global technology leader in identity, security, and trust for voice interactions, announced the acquisition of NextCaller, the industry's smartest enterprise-grade call verification and fraud detection technology for contact centers. And this acquisition couldn't come at a more important time for contact centers, according to a Forrester report commissioned by Pindrop in November of 2020. On average, 42% of brands surveyed saw an increase in year-over-year call center volume since the pandemic began. 2/3 of these brands also reported that maintaining security without negatively impacting the customer experience is a top challenge. 65% of companies reported they struggle to manage the high call volume, and 80% of firms reported fraud is a very serious issue in the call center. This acquisition will allow current and future customers of both companies to experience greater flexibility and increase their options to support personalization, fraud prevention, ANI validation, authentication, and caller verification. Customers can now work with the two organizations to accelerate better customer experiences and reduce the average time to serve while mitigating risk. To learn more about how this acquisition combines focus, agility, and a wealth of experience, and positions Pindrop and NextCaller to rapidly grow and reach into new vertical sectors, take a look at the article we've shared below. That's all for this week's edition of the Weekly Tech Minute. We hope to see you next week. Stay healthy and safe.